Good morning, traders. So this is the daily review for the Aussie, the South African top 40. So yesterday was pretty much a nothing day across most markets. We've ended up with a green bar, but it is an inside bar. And the other thing is that we are not really testing a level. We did get through this level, and this was the previous breakout level that I was looking for over here. We did get through it, and then we came back. But I think we need to look at the lower time frames. The thing that's worrying me here is we've got low, lower, low. We now have some diversions confirmed, and we have an inside bar. And this could very well be another move to the upside. I think what basically happening here is we are now sort of in this megaphone formation. I think another day, we need to see what happens today to see whether we're going to stay below the alligator or whether we're going to start moving back above it. If we're going to stay below the alligator, then obviously, we're looking for shorts. But at this stage, I'm still sitting in my hands with this. Nothing very interesting at the moment. Okay, so let's just have a look at the other time frames. You can see nothing really on the 4 hour. We had a massive move down last week, but we've got a pin bar and a range bar here. So what I'm going to do is just get rid of the noise, and I just want to highlight this range bar. Okay, so basically this last 4 hour bar, which is lots of indecision, up and down, which is pretty much the same as what happened for most of the market. We did close, we didn't come down to this gap. Just put that in, and like I said yesterday, for us to close this gap, it's going to take a bit of effort. But basically what's happened is we've left another gap open. Okay, we are above the 200 moving average, but we are still below the alligator. So a mixed bag still, but I'm kind of more inclined to believe that we may get another move to the downside. But there's no clean breaks, so it's not really clear. I suppose it's more likely it's clear as mud at the moment. Okay, so if we move across to the hour, let's just move that to the middle so we can see what's going on. We had a gap up, we had a bit of rally into the alligator, and then we've consolidated to the downside. Now there are a few things at play here. We do have a bit of a flag brewing here. Okay, could be a flat bottom triangle, or alternatively could be a very messy channel. Okay, so there is a flag here. In other words, we could have move up, consolidate down, second move up. Is possible. Alternatively, this could be a move up, test ourselves on the breakout on the alligator, and a continuation to the downside. So either way, I'm not entirely convinced. So just get rid of the noise. And I think the closing range strategy is probably the one that you want to utilize. So let's just first look at yesterday. So that is the range. Let me just zoom in a bit. Do that. Right. Okay. So there was the top of the range. There's the bottom of the range. That was the last hour of trading from Friday. You can see we broke above it. Okay. So on this break, even with a gap above, you could have taken a long, and your first target, which is this black line running here, which is the range height. You can see the 61.8% extension of the range was the first target. Sellers stepped in, drove the price down, and then we stretched for the next target. We didn't quite get to the 261, but we definitely got the range height. Okay, so I think the trade for me today is pretty much the same. there is the closing range, but one thing for sure is look how flat this alligator is. Okay, so a break either side of that, we are looking for those targets. Okay, so a break above 47,568 gives us a target of 47,748, and a break below 47,390 gives us 47,210. And if we get to 47,210, don't be surprised if we get this gap to the downside filled as well. Okay, so right now, looking at the half hour, look at what the alligator is doing. It is flat. So that's probably the only trade that I can see at the moment. If we do break to the upside, there is a good possibility of us getting, if I can find it, okay, so there's a very good possibility of us getting a second measured move. I just want to see if it tags with anything. Okay, it does tie up with these tails here. Okay, so this was the move up. We're consolidating. If we break up to the upside, your first target is obviously going to be 47,750 area. We do have a 200 moving average on the half hour. If we get through that, then you're looking at 4,800. Okay, so that's kind of my view on the Aussie today. You can go either way, so rather look for the intraday trade, take a small target. There's no, it might surprise us. We may still get a second downward move as well of this whole move, but at this stage, I think there's nothing really telling us what's going to happen. If you even look at the awesome oscillator here, you see it's flat. There's nothing going on. Okay. And I think the last thing to bear in mind, no, sorry, I thought there was a little bit of a action come brewing on the 12-minute, but there's not. Okay, so that's it. That's my view. If we break out of this consolidation to the upside, take the long, but look at these levels for your target. We break to the downside, look for these targets, take some off the table, and maybe leave some trades on for the bottom here. Okay, anyway, and obviously stops are either side of the range. So we break the upside, your stop is to the side of the range. We break the downside, stop is to the upside of the range. I think that's the only way that you can play the Aussie at the moment, is looking at the closing range breakouts. Okay, anyway guys, that's it for me today. Hope it helps, and I'll catch you later. Cheers for now.